What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously here once again. I am here to do my NXT Takeover Wargames 4 2020 predictions. Now, NXT Takeover Wargames 4 happens this Sunday, live on the WWE Network from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Now, this card for NXT Takeover Wargames 4 this year, folks, is stacked from top to bottom. Now, as of right now, we have 4 big matches on the card, 1 big title on the line, and 2 Wargames matches. So I am extremely excited to do my NXT Takeover Wargames 4 predictions for you guys this year, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into NXT Takeover Wargames 4 after our last NXT Takeover, which was NXT Takeover 31, we went a perfect 5-0. So our overall record coming in is 65-23. So we're coming in extremely hot, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hoping in this video we will continue the red hot winning ways. We're on a 5 pay-per-view winning streak. Hoping this video we make it number 6. Hopefully. And hope you guys will be able to watch this video and all the big videos that I put up on the channel in the month of November this year. And as always, show your support on the channel as always, guys, by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, guys, as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, big to go. And if you're a huge fan of NXT like myself, and you're ready for NXT Takeover Wargames 4. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is... Two. Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Now, if they do add any other matches to this card, or if there's any last-minute announcements, I'll have them all in the comment section down below. But I'm going to do the 4 big matches that have already been determined. Let's start off with the first matchup. It is a strap match. On one side, you have NXT's most unusual superstar, the man with the 1,000-year stare. He is Dexter Lumis. And his opponent is a former 3-time X Division champion. He is the Carolina Caveman himself, baby. He is Cameron Grimes. Now, this is only the second one-on-one meeting between Dexter Lumis and Cameron Grimes. Dexter Lumis won the only meeting over Cameron Grimes at NXT's Halloween Havoc in a Haunted House of Terror match. So this is the much-anticipated rematch. So coming from me in this strap match, and hopefully this strap match will be the one like you have to win by pinfall or submission, and not a strap match that you have to touch all 4 turnbuckles. But coming from me, I am going to go with Dexter Lumis to defeat Cameron Grimes by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship. Starting off with the challengers. First, he is NXT's first ever Triple Crown winner, and he is the only man in NXT's history to hold the NXT North American title twice, looking to win it for a 3rd time. He is Johnny Wrestling himself, Johnny Gargano. Next, he is a former Ring of Honor television champion, and he is a former NXT North American champion looking to regain the gold here. He is the Archer of Infamy himself, Damien Priest. And Johnny Gargano and Damien Priest are challenging the 9th reigning and defending NXT North American champion. He is Leon Ruff. Now, starting off with Johnny Gargano first, this is a big opportunity for him. A chance to regain the North American title that he lost on November 11th on NXT, and a chance to become NXT's first ever 3-time NXT North American champion. There you side you have Damien Priest, who's looking to regain the title that he lost to Johnny Gargano at NXT's Halloween Havoc, and a chance to make history and become only the 2nd man in NXT's history to win the North American title twice. Finally, you have Leon Ruff looking to start his first reign as the NXT North American Champion, and he's looking to make his first title defense at a takeover a successful one. Now, Leon Ruff won this title from Johnny Gargano in a shocker on November 11th on NXT, and he is really the 1-2-3 kid of NXT, because a lot of people did not see him winning that match, being he's a jobber. But it seems like NXT wanted to have a shock and awe factor here to try to get ratings up against AEW Dynamite on Wednesdays, but it really didn't work. And honestly, Leon Ruff as the North American champion is kind of a joke. He looks like Leo Rush combined with Cheeseburger. And the fact that he's the North American champion is really kind of a joke. But he is looking to overcome all the odds and walk out the North American champion. Fat chance at that. So coming from me in this triple threat match for the NXT North American Championship, I guarantee you Leon Ruff is not walking out the North American champion. So we're going to have a new champion here at Takeover Wargames 4. So coming from me, I'm going to go with the man that should have never lost the NXT North American title, and that's the Archer of Infamy, Damien Priest, to become the new two-time NXT North American champion and defeat Johnny Gargano and Leon Ruff. And now the next matchup. It is the Women's War Games matchup on one side. They are captained by Johnny Gargano's wife. She is the Poison Pixie herself, Candice LeRae, and her team consisting of Raquel Gonzalez, Dakota Kai, and Toni Storm. And her opponents are captained by NXT's Tank Girl, Shotzi Blackheart, and her team has yet to be determined. Now, when it comes to the one-woman advantage going into War Games, that will be determined on this week's episode of NXT in a ladder match between Shotzi Blackheart and Raquel Gonzalez. Now, let's start off with Candice LeRae's team. I mean, this is a pretty interesting team. You got experience with Dakota Kai and Candice LeRae in War Games, and you have the inexperience of Raquel Gonzalez, who I think is the weak link. And then you have Toni Storm, who just turned heel this past week on NXT. And honestly, I think that's going to work very well for her because I think she'll be a great challenge for Io Shirai's NXT Women's Championship. There is you have the Shotzi Blackheart team, which is still yet to be determined. But if you did watch NXT this past Wednesday, I kind of think you already know who's going to be part of Team Shotzi Blackheart. You got Ember Moon, you got Rhea Ripley, and you got the reigning NXT Women's Champion, Io Shirai. And looking at that team, if that team is what I think it's going to be, I mean, you got an all-star team right there. I mean, you got Shotzi Blackheart, who is the future of NXT, a future NXT Women's Champion. You got Ember Moon, the She-Hulk of NXT, the She-Nom, a former NXT Women's Champion. You got Rhea Ripley, a woman that won War Games for the women's side last year, former NXT Champion. And then you have the current NXT Women's Champion, Io Shirai. So Team Shotzi Blackheart, if that's the team, you talk about an all-star War Games team. That's right up there with Captain AJ's squad for Monday Night Raw for the Survivor Series. Kind of good. So coming from me in this Women's War Games matchup, this matchup is definitely personal because what Candice LeRae did to Shotzi Blackheart's tank, destroying it, and when you destroy a girl's tank, you best be ready for war. So coming from me, I am going to go with Shotzi Blackheart's team to get it done. Whoever the members are, and hopefully it is going to be Ember, Ripley, and Io Shirai to defeat Candice LeRae's team by any means. And now the main event. It is the men's War Games match on one side. They are representing Mcafee Mafia, consisting of the captain of the team, the former punter of the Indianapolis Colts, Pat McAfee, and his team consisting of the reigning NXT Tag Team Champions, Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, and the former longest reigning NXT UK Champion, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. And their opponents are all representing the Undisputed Era, consisting of the infamous Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, the Messiah of the Backbreaker, and Mr. Ring of Honor himself, Roderick Strong, and the leader of the Undisputed Era, the former NXT Champion, the very first NXT North American Champion, and the only man in Ring of Honor's history to hold the Ring of Honor World title 3 times. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. Baby. Baby! He is Adam Cole, and that's Adam Cole, baby! Now, when it comes to the man advantage for this men's War Games match, it is going to the Mcafee Mafia because of Pete Dunne's victory over Kyle O'Reilly this past week in a ladder match. And when it gets to after the 5-minute mark, Mcafee's Mafia will have the one-man advantage. Now, starting off with Mcafee's Mafia, they have been really running roughshod in NXT since McAfee came back to NXT after losing to Adam Cole at TakeOver 31. And really, this is a big matchup for them because this is a chance to prove that they are the kings of NXT. And when it comes to War Games experience, only one of their members has it, and that's Pete Dunne. So when it comes to War Games advantages, McAfee's Mafia is coming in as a huge, huge underdog. They're inside of the Undisputed Era, making their 4th consecutive Wargames appearance. They are kind of the four horsemen of Wargames in NXT, but their record inside Wargames has not been good. Their record is 1-2, and their last Wargames of victory was all the way back at the first NXT Takeover Wargames, all the way back in 2017. So the Undisputed Era hasn't won a Wargames in 3 years. But this is a big opportunity for the Undisputed Era to get some revenge against Mcafee's Mafia, especially Adam Cole and Pat McAfee. We all saw that matchup at NXT Takeover 31 in a classic. And this is a chance for all the Undisputed Era to get out all their anger against the kings of NXT and beat the hell out of them inside Wargames, the match beyond. So coming from me in this monumental main event match inside Wargames, the match beyond, this one's tough because Mcafee's Mafia has really been doing very well in NXT. Maybe the hottest thing in NXT right now. But coming from me, I'm going to go with the Wargame experience of the Undisputed Era to defeat Mcafee's Mafia by any means. And that's Undisputed. And those are my NXT Takeover Wargames for 2020 predictions. Now, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you see winning the men's Wargames match between Mcafee's Mafia and the Undisputed Era? Who do you see winning the women's Wargames match between Team Shotzi and Team Candice LeRae? Who do you see walking out the North American champion between Leon Ruff, Johnny Gargano, and Damien Priest? And who do you see winning the strap match between Dexter, Lumis, and Cameron Grimes? Let me know all your picks and your opinions in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. And I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. And this is the final video in the month of November, so I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for watching all of my videos in the month of November. I am truly blessed to have each and every one of you part of the Dangerous Alliance. We had a great month in November. I hope you guys also had a very happy Thanksgiving. I want to thank all you guys for all the birthday wishes I got last week. Again, thank you guys so very much. And now we're going into a huge month in the month of December on the channel. I mean, we got so many videos in December on the channel. You guys are really going to have a treat. I mean, you got predictions for this year's Super J Cup for New Japan Pro Wrestling. You have NFL predictions. You have Ring of Honor's Final Battle predictions in December. You have College Football Bowl predictions. You have TLC predictions for WWE. And you also have Wrestle Kingdom 15 Night 1 and Night 2 predictions in this month. So again, thank you guys so very much for showing your support on all the big videos I put up in November. And hopefully you guys will continue that into December and going into 2021. Now, before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous Alliance. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and YouTube tells me that 55% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So let's change that. If you're a fan of professional sports like I am and professional wrestling, hit that subscribe button. It is free, and you can become part of this dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for my official Week 13 NFL predictions. Later days, guys. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe. And peace.